Jake Ludington here at HP Discover, and I'm here with Kedrie, and we're talking about the changing cost structures of IT. And one of the things that people would, I think, love to have is kind of an IT service that performed a little bit more like phone apps, where you can just push a button and get what you want.
Exactly. I think IT managers are getting posed with this question all the time, especially around this bring your own device strategy that's coming into the marketplace right now. They're saying, well, why can't IT be delivered, like we get it on our telephones? And really the answer, Jake, is it can be if you're willing to look at doing a transformation and kind of re-architecting how you deliver IT services.
So what exactly does that require in order to get that level of push-button ease?
Well, one of the things that they're doing now is they're automating in silos. They're getting some point efficiencies, but really what it takes is looking at the whole supply chain as an automated supply chain, dealing with orchestration, placing orchestration over the top of that, and automating all of those pieces so you have very little handoff, human intervention, if you will, between the steps that allows it to be delivered in a much, much faster way. Similar to what you're seeing with the phone experience. You push a button and all of a sudden you get the service that you want. Well, you can't do that without high levels of orchestration and automation.
So you get the orchestration and automation. Where does the cost flattening come in?
So the big thing is that it really is in human energy, right? So today, with the current models, you end up getting in a situation where you're managing hundreds of servers with one administrative person, right, in each of these silos. But when we start dealing with orchestration, best practices is 1 to thousands. So that allows us to really flatten the cost. HP experienced that with its own transformation. We flipped our spend in innovation and maintenance around. So 70% of the dollar today is going toward innovation, 30% is going toward maintenance, and we did that with 50% less staff. So we're kind of eating our own dog food in that, putting our products and solutions together in order to make that happen. So you really do it by creating that orchestration. It reduces the headcount, it flattens it so that you can grow servers without having to add people. And then that gives you the economic efficiencies.
And so from that perspective, not only are you growing servers without adding more people, you're actually able to do more interesting things within the company, and it's not just the IT administration.
Exactly, and I think that's the thing that has to be looked at too as an IT professional today. It's like, where do I have my value, right? If it's not in working on boxes and deploying things, where's my value? Well, I think the real value is getting closer to the business and understanding what innovation we can bring to the business to actually drive top line revenue and then increase profit. Because if you can move the top line a percentage or two in a big company, that's millions and millions of dollars, right? So it's a change of mindset. It's moving that role closer to the business and actually doing something that's innovative to drive revenue.
So how do you get people to change that mindset?
Man, I tell you, you bring in Rainmakers. One of the things I found is that you go out and you invest in strategy services. You invest in some design services. Most of the customers that I've seen that are actually benefiting from cloud have invested, for example, in our design, like cloud design service, where we could get in, have some people that act as change agents to help them do that, and really drive them to think about, hey, how am I doing it? What am I using? And will it do it? And if not, do I need to invest in a new tool or a new capability or a new process model in order to take advantage of it? And that's where, when you do a service like a strategy service or a cloud design service, you can get that help to actually actualize the vision.
So that sounds like not only are you trying to avoid hiring lots and lots of additional bodies to solve problems, you're actually looking at trying to hire the right people to solve the problem.
Exactly. Well, and I think the other thing too, the opportunity for people is to raise their level of proficiency just away from the technology itself, and again, moving closer to the business. They get an opportunity to create new soft skills, where they are interacting with the business, understanding what it's doing, speaking its language. I think a lot of times, IT is not speaking the language of the business today. They're thinking in revenue and profits and P&Ls and those types of things. And a lot of times we're thinking about technology for technology's sake, right? Because it's fun and it's cool. But I think we've got really an opportunity to change the game, expand our careers, by being able to have those soft skills and move closer to the business and drive that kind of impact. So that's the opportunity.
That sounds like a win-win all the way around.
It is a win-win all around.
All right, well, thanks, Lee.
All right, take care, Jake.